everybody. Welcome back to the Royal Read. I'm so glad you decided to stop by and see what I am reading on today. But before I start my read, you know what I'm going to say. Go in your settings. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit your notification bell so you'll know when I upload, or just pop in and give me a thumbs up to fight that unrelenting beast of an algorithm. I would appreciate it. All right, let's get into the read. Well, today's read is about an article that I found in the Sun, but it is not any different than a whole lot of articles I saw when putting the read together today, because today is Sunday. And I don't know for sure, but I believe that Sunday is the day that the tabloid media over there really pushes to make its money, because you better believe that every Sunday they are going to have some kind of nasty article about Harry or Meghan or both, to try to bring in the clicks, to try to bring in people buying their hard copy of their rag. And today is no exception. I, I'm going to tell you, I got a little heated about all the things that I saw, because it happens all the time, every Sunday. And especially it gets pretty bad when Harry and Meghan come off of a triumphant event like the ESPYs, and they go inside their house, shut the door, and start minding their own business. And the tabloid media go into overdrive because they have no content. So they go into overdrive creating content, lying, projection, rehashing. That's what they do. And that is what they have done today. And we won't even mention those TV shows. I saw two clips on, I think it was on TikTok, where one of them had Rebecca English on it, talking about how she actually went to Harry's publisher to ask why Harry's paperback of Spare hadn't dropped. Can you believe that? She did that. Stalkerish, I would say. And went on to say that the reason it hadn't dropped probably is because he regret pouring cold water on his family or something like that. Now, she got all the time in the world, but she don't have any time to investigate why a woman showed up at Wimbledon, the tennis match, looking 10 years younger, looking exactly the same as she did prior to chemo that she said she has had for 9 months. She ain't got no time to investigate that and see what the doctor maybe says about this. Because I don't know what kind of chemo a woman would be having to make them look like they 10 years younger than they did prior to having cancer. I'm sure it's plenty of women who has cancer today would sign up for that kind of chemo. But Rebecca English ain't got no time for that. She ain't got no time to find out why her crush, William, because every time she talks about him, I can see her bringing out her pom pom, because she is a William cheerleader. She ain't got time to find out why he was swaying back and forth at an official event like a palm tree down in Florida in a hurricane, going back and forth. She ain't got no time for that. They act like they didn't even see that. And him throwing medals across the room like he is in the World Series, trying to throw balls and strikes. She ain't got no time for that. But yet and still, she got time to call Harry's publisher about his book. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. When I went to pick out an article for the read, I said I was going to pick the worst one that I saw because there's some bad ones out there. But I just wanted to give the squatties some idea of what kind of garbage they are peddling now that Harry and Meghan is minding their own business, minding their own Montecito business. This is what the kind of garbage they make up. This is the kind of projection they put down in black and white. This is taken from something that a royal author or writer, or I don't know who Tom Quinn is. It's Tom Sykes, it's Tom Quinn, it's Richard Eden, it's Richard Fitzwilliam. It's so many of them, it's so hard to keep up with who is who. I'm telling you, Harry and Meghan is feeding a lot of people. And I know it is probably so hard for them to even keep up with them. It is ridiculous how many people Harry and Meghan is keeping on the dole. So this is one of the worst ones. I'm giving a trigger warning, squatties. It's pretty bad. But we will get through it because I want you to see what they out here peddling. I want you to see what we are up against. I want you to see why we have to continue to expose their lies and deceit. And I actually saw a woman on Australian television discussing this article right here. And knowing that this article was not grounded in truth, it is all speculation. It is something somebody pulled out of their butt and put it on a piece of paper. And she was sitting there reporting it just like it was real. So I went and found the article. And I must say, Tom Quinn talks as if he was sitting at Harry and Meghan's table last night, the way he is projecting about what Meghan might be feeling or talking about what Meghan may be doing. It has gotten to the point where Harry and Meghan do not have to open their mouths. They are constantly putting words in their mouths with no shame. With no shame whatsoever. And this is what Mr. Quinn has done. And let's get into the article and we'll discuss. It says, Markle Sparkle. Meghan Markle feels picked on, projection, and cannot understand why people don't admire her work ahead of her new launch, claims Pro. Pro is, I guess that's a new word. They're not raw experts anymore, or they're not experts anymore. They are pros or raw sources. They none of that anymore. They're pros. I have never heard of such. It says Meghan Markle has numerous of upcoming projects from her lifestyle brand America Riviera Orchard to her new Netflix cookery show, which is killing them, which is killing them. However, the Duchess of Sussex, 42, reportedly feels very moved. She makes, the Duchess of Sussex reportedly feels that every move she makes is met with criticism and she is unfairly picked on, claims a royal author. Projection. Made up. Meghan, just like he was sitting at her table last night and Meghan said, I feel picked on. Every move that I make is criticized. It's projection because they know they do that. Everything she does, they do criticize it. So she must feel that way because we are doing it. You see what you see they're thinking? Tom Quinn claims to the Mirror US. There is a growing rift between Harry and Meghan. See, they started that again. He's saying it's a growing rift between Harry and Meghan, like he was sitting at the table last night. Projection. I just don't see how they continue to get away with such lies. And the way they write it is as if they know that they are somehow in Harry and Meghan's body, and they know this. Let's read on. There's a growing rift between Harry and Meghan caused by Meghan's increased concern that her life is not going in the direction she had planned. She loves she loves media attention and hates the fact that the surveys suggest she and Harry are no longer as much interest to the American public. What surveys? I didn't get mine. I'm right here in America. What survey? We don't survey American citizens. We don't survey private citizens. That is a bald-faced, bold lie. What surveys are they talking about? Some snap poll that they did on X that anybody can put up? Some deranger made a poll. What are we talking about here? Talking about the fact that surveys, more than one, what suggests that that she and Harry are no longer much interest to the American public. Meghan announced the launch of America Riviera Orchard back in March, but has not yet sold any products to fans. So far, she has sent jam and dog treats to friends and influencers, including to Chrissy Teigen and Heather Durrick, Tracy Robbins, and Kris Jenner. Tom added, Meghan was in tears when the brand launched and her new jams were widely mocked for being expensive and nothing special. Now, we all know that's a lie. How can her jams be mocked for being expensive and nothing special when you ain't had a taste of it? And all the people who did get a jar praised it to high heaven, made little uh like Chrissy Teigen, she made like a little skit about it and posted it. And so did Megan's other friend. And talk about it's expensive. I don't remember Megan putting a price on that. I thought she gave it to her friends. She gave. Tom added, Megan was in tears when the brand launched. When the brand launched, never has launched. All Megan did was put up the website so you can sign up. A brand launch is when you actually launch products. It hadn't even launched yet. And her new jams were widely mocked for being expensive and nothing special. She has reached a point now where she thinks that everything and anything she does will be unfairly criticized. Projection. He's pretty much saying everything Meghan does, anything she does, is going to be unfairly criticized. So, since we're going to do that, we know Meghan must be thinking that. Like her husband, she feels that people are unfairly picking on her, and she cannot understand why people don't admire her work. Let that one wash over you for a minute. If that's not projection, what is? They know Meghan's work. They know her work ethic. They know what she does is successful, and anything she does will be successful. But this is projection. Meghan is yet to make a sale despite the initial excitement around the promotion. She ain't put up nothing for sale. How can you make a sale and she ain't put up nothing for sale? And brand strategist Lucy Green, they went and found a brand strategist for a website that has nothing on it. All you can do is sign up. Haven't sold anything on it. She gave out jam to her friends. Never said she was going to be selling jam. But they went and got a brand strategist to evaluate a brand that has never even launched yet, that they have no idea what it might be. These people are crazy. Shared how the delay in selling could be a down for Meghan trying to find investors for the company. Lucy shared it could be that she is still courting investment. Meghan Markle. We talk about Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle, who wears anything and it sells out. Meghan Markle, who wore a dress in Nigeria and the whole website crashed. Meghan Markle, who wore a dress when she went to Australia, and the woman said the designer who had it and in the boutique said it blew up, so she did not know what was going on. Everything Meghan wears sells out. Why in the world would Meghan Markle have any problem finding anybody to believe in anything that she is going to do when she can wear anything and it sells out? Meghan puts a bag on. People are scurrying trying to find where that bag came from, where her shoes came from, where her outfit came from. If it's going to sell out, always does. Miss me. Miss me. If the brand is direct to the consumer versus wholesale, there will need to be a substantial marketing budget for a consumer acquiring acquisition. It could be that the jam were the precursor and an example to show proof of concept to talent or investors. While the website is not yet up and running, thank you. We have seen a few items that may be offered um, by America Riviera Orchard. Meghan is expected to sell, and you know what they got this from? They got this when Meghan went to trademark the name. They don't know what Meghan gonna sell. but she put all the things of the possibilities that she might sell, and so they just went there and listed them. One source says she's been working. One source said, I wonder who that source is. His inner thoughts. She has been working on this for over a year, and it's all the things that and it's all the things that are close to her heart, all the things that she is passionate about. Many Raw fans have posted their enthusiasm for the launch of on social media, with one saying, "So excited for these lovely heavenly jams from America Rivera Orchard, a wellness brand that I will subscribe to." It said, in addition, America Rivera Orchard, Megan is also set to launch a brand new cooking show on Netflix if their contract is renewed. That's another thing. They are on constant standby, on countdown to see if Harry and Meghan is going to continue with Netflix. But let me give them a little tip. Why would Netflix drop a couple who is as successful as Harry and Meghan, who brings in so many eyeballs? Look at the ESPYs, the most watched ESPYs since 1990, not since, not, I'm sorry, since 2019. Since 2019. Harry and Meghan brings the eyeballs. Now, if we were talking about Kate and William, because it's my understanding that Kate was at Wimbledon. They announced she was going to be at Wimbledon and she was going to give out the winning trophy, and it went down 200 million. Not, I mean, 2 million. It went down in viewership. You can't say that any place Harry or Meghan is, it goes down in viewership. Harry and Meghan can bring the eyeballs. They said William was at the World Cup and it went down in viewership. Everywhere they go, it go down in viewership. Nobody's interested in anything that they do. But Harry and Meghan show up and viewership goes up. Watch Harry's documentary on ITV. The eyeballs are going to be there. And why in the world would Netflix want to drop a couple who can bring the eyeballs and who has as much stuff in production as Harry and Meghan has? Harry has a polo show in production. Harry had, I think he still has something with Invictus in production. I'm not for sure. But I do know that they have a movie that's in production. And they have this cooking show that they just finished up. That is, and one of the executives from Netflix said that it was a lot coming from Harry and Meghan. But they want Harry and Meghan to lose Netflix so bad. But I tell you one other thing, they can investigate all kinds of stuff, but they didn't investigate the names of the people who are on the committee for the Paley honors. When they honored Tyler Perry, they didn't investigate those names because Meghan and Harry is on the committee with the president and his wife of Netflix. They're all interlocked. Meghan is best friends, and Harry and them are friends with the president of, isn't it Paramount? So don't worry about Harry and Meghan. They are around people who knows how to be successful, who knows how to keep their pockets fat. And these people, while they're making up their lives and counting down to see when Harry and Meghan's Netflix contract is up, you best believe if Harry and Meghan decide to leave Netflix, they're going to be caught by somebody else. Because at no uncertain terms, you can say a lot about Harry and Meghan, but you can't say they don't bring the eyeballs. They proved that with the ESPYs. They proved it. And in everything else. And Harry is going to prove it on the 25th, next week. And I can't wait. This is what I cannot stand about Sundays. They seem to be in overdrive in their lies and their projection. This whole article is speaking as if the words are coming out of Meghan's mouth. And it's all projection. Saying that Meghan feels like she's treated unfairly. Projection, because they know she is treated unfairly. Saying that Meghan feels like it doesn't matter what she do, she's criticized. Projection, because they are going to criticize anything that she does. So they just project that that's the way she would feel. Yeah, this article has made me, I hate when I can take a lot, but when they start behaving as if the words are coming out of Harry and Meghan's mouth, I have a problem with that. And this article, I really think they actively trying to fool people into believing that this is coming from Meghan. Ah, it's got to be something that can be done to stop people from doing this. I mean, the lying, the character assassination, saying this one right here, this part right here, saying that Meghan feels picked on and cannot understand why people don't admire her work. Meghan would never say something like that she doesn't understand why people don't admire her work. That's not the reason why she does her work. Meghan has let it be known that that is not the reason. Her reason for doing the work is not for accolades. It's actually for helping people. And people who are cynical and evil, they don't understand people who actually do things to help people. They actually do it because they want to help people. But to say this and say she can't understand why they don't admire her for her work, how cynical, how horrible can you be? And anybody who knows anything about Meghan knows that Meghan has been doing the work since she was a little girl and she volunteered at a homeless shelter. I guess she wanted people to admire her doing that too. Or while she was doing work in Africa to help people to build water wells. I guess she wanted people to admire her for that too. Or when she was in India to help women with their menstrual cycles, their menstrual health. I guess she wanted people to admire her for that too. Meghan has been doing the work for so long, and she has done it before anybody knew anything about her. But yet and still now, he is saying that she can't understand why people don't admire her for her work. I say Megan probably says she don't understand why people don't leave her alone while she does her work. That is a more accurate projection. All right, y'all. I'm going to try to calm down. We got a good week coming up. We got the documentary from Harry, and I can't wait. See y'all later. Bye.